everyone. I am Candy Martin. I am the founder of the AK Legacy Foundation, where we thrive on financial literacy in the form of educating. And we do that through various avenues. Some we do Zoom meetings, we do live events, we do telephone calls, we do letters, we do emails, whatever it is that we have to do to get the information out. That's what we're here to do. And so on tonight, we're going to concentrate on one of our projects, and that is the Women in Business Organization. Through this, we have a membership that composed of ladies that are professional ladies. They all may not own their own business, but they maybe want to start their own business, or they want to better run their household. And so that is what we're here for tonight. We're here to learn more about digital currency. It is stated by the year of 2030, we will have owned $90 billion in assets. So all this wealth that we're about to accumulate, we need to know how to manage it. In order to manage certain things, you have to have an understanding of it. If you understand what it is and how it works, you can make a better decision of when to use it, why to use it, where to use it, how to use it. And so that's what we're hoping to achieve by the end of this meeting on tonight. We won't hold you long. Nothing should go past an hour, maybe a little shorter than that. That is our goal. It is 9 p.m. Central. So those of you who are in Eastern time, God bless you for pushing through. It just means you're serious about your finances and you're serious about all this money that we're about to come into. So on tonight, I am super, super excited. I have had, before I get into their bios, I gotta tell you how I met these ladies. Miss Sean, her son and my son are college roommates. And so, usually when you always hear those horror stories of college roommates, but guess what? We are so blessed that our story did not end that way. Our story is our boys, or our young men, should I say, are best buddies. And so we met through them. And so from there, we found out we had a lot of things in common. We love the Lord. So we were excited about that. And from there, we found that we had a mutual passion for business. And so through the last maybe year or two, Miss Shawn and I have been playing phone tag with this meeting. And so tonight, that's why I'm so excited, because we're finally able to get her here. And she also brought along her lovely daughter, Taylor. And so I'm going to be professional and read their bio, but I just had to show you guys how I met them. And that's always good. How they're not complete strangers. I know Miss Shawn, her and her family. I just love it. I love it. I'm so thankful. This is the lady that let my son come over for Thanksgiving, his first Thanksgiving away from home. So you got to be extra nice to these people. So a couple of announcements for women in business members. Those of you who are watching the replay, or those of you that are online, I take full advantage of getting all my announcements in while I have your full undivided attention. We currently have a partnership with the 5-day challenge, Clarity Challenge with Darren Vanette. And so it is a free challenge. It started tonight. That was the class I was on earlier, and it ends on Saturday. You can find out more about it, inbox me or reach out to me if you want to register. It's 1 hour a day, to make a difference in your life. On May 13th, which will be our next virtual class, we're going to learn about business insurance, how to protect your business. We just think about, if it catches on fire, I have insurance. Well, we're going to get all the way down to errors and omission. We're going to talk about lawsuit protection, everything that you need to be covered according to the law in your business. So all your great ideas and all your hard work won't go away because of you're not being protected. And also learning what type of protection you have. Oftentimes we pay for insurance, and do we really know what we have? So Miss Danielle Lewis is going to come. She owns her very own insurance agency, so she's going to give us the real deal. All right. Follow me on Instagram. I'm asking you all, if you're not already following me, go and follow me, because over the next few days, next few weeks, I'm going to be coming on and talking about our millionaire mindset. May 20th, mark your calendar, is National Millionaire Day. So shouldn't we all celebrate? I mean, we are millionaires, right? Yes. So we're going to be doing millionaire mindset. It's a masterclass. And we're going to be talking about how realistic it is to become a millionaire. Not just talking about it, not just dreaming about it, but we are going to be about it. And so you definitely don't want to miss. There is everything that I mentioned before with no cost. The class tonight was at no cost. But on for this class, there is a fee, and we'll discuss it during the master class why we are charging a fee for this class. The cost of the class is $30, but if you are a VIP member of Women in Business, you do have a $10 off coupon, which means you'll only pay 20. So May 20th, mark your calendar. You don't want to miss it. Last announcement, we are going to be going to Dallas, Texas. Woo! Let the confetti fall. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas, October 15th, 16th, and 17th. And there we're going to be doing our fundraiser gala, our business conference all in one. We normally have them in two separate events, but we know deal with COVID kind of threw a wrench in that, but that's okay. Guess what great business people do? We improvise, we provide solutions. And so what we decided to do was to put it into one jam-packed weekend. Gonna be educational, fun. We're gonna have door prizes. We're gonna have our meet and greet. We're gonna get to learn one another from all areas of life. We have ladies already registered from New York, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia. I know I'm forgetting some, Mississippi, Alabama. So you want to make sure that you register. You can find out more information at our website, aklegacyfoundation.org. All right, and that concludes the announcement for Women in Business. So let's get into it. I am going to introduce our presenters on tonight, our educators. Let me make sure that they have the capability to be able to share their screen. And then I'm going to read their bios. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Miss Sean Allen. And now on this picture is her and her lovely husband. I had a chance to meet him as well. I really like this guy. He's cool, really, really laid back. And so I really like that personality about him. But I could tell that he was crazy about Miss Sean. And as you can see in the picture, she's watching the camera, he's watching her. I said, I like it, I love it. And so I'm going to read her bio, making sure that everybody can get in and do what they need to do. All right, so Miss Sean Allen is the mother of four. She's 50 years old. Don't look it. And she's 50 years old, and she recently retired from working in human resources for 16 years. She's been investing majority of her time in educating others on how they can do the same. When she learned about investing from her daughter a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, guys, she went full force with her, and she was able to create a life of financial freedom. Their entire family is now invested in the world's largest market, and they now thrive to show other families how they can create generational wealth and financial freedom. All right. So Miss Taylor, and before I read her bio, this is her latest book, Dear God. And so if you want more information about her book, go and follow her on her Instagram page as well. The Woman There, I love the title. This is just the year of women, the women there. I totally identify with that. I love the title. And so Taylor is the daughter of Sean, and she's 26 years old. She graduated with a BA in graphic design, and her journey of full-time entrepreneurship began there. She spends most of her time educating, training, traveling, and teaching others how to multiply their money through investing now. She is a six-figure earner and was able to do so within 11 months. And so that we are going to learn about this acceleration, but I am super excited to just have them here with us tonight to share. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Sean. Take it away.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies. Candy, I just love you so, so much. You know, it's always a pleasure. I am so, so thankful that we have this time together. I'm honored that you have invited me and my daughter to come and share this wonderful, wonderful opportunity that we have actually been able to take advantage of. And so if you guys can hear me okay, I'm actually going to start my video. And if you can hear and see me, put a 8 in the chat box, put an 8 in the chat box if you can. Just want to make sure that everyone can see me okay. I'm gonna pin, there we go. All right, if everyone can see me okay, put an 8 in the chat box. And as you all may know, 8 is the number of new beginnings. I love, love, love the number 8 because within the last year or so, guys, I have to tell you ladies, literally my life has completely changed. And when I say completely changed, like the entire trajectory of my entire life. What Miss Candy did tell you is very, very true. My whole family now trades in this market, all of because of one decision with my daughter saying yes. Okay, yes, she actually went to college, just, so did I. We graduated with bachelor degrees. But, I saw my father work 4 jobs. Okay, that's just a little bit of history about me. And so I was like, man, 14 kids, 4 jobs, that's a lot. That's a lot for a family, right? And so I didn't see very much of him except for on the weekends. And, we did the family outings. I had wonderful parents. My mother, she cooked all of our meals at home. So we didn't get to go out a whole lot. We didn't get to experience a lot of things. And the things we did experience were fishing and the other small things we could afford with 14 kids, okay? So with that being said, when my daughter saw me working as many hours as I was working in human resources, her mindset was like, there has to be more. Although I worked 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, I still didn't have the time freedom that I so desperately desired. Okay. And so with 4 kids, of course, we're going to soccer practice, we're going to basketball, we're going to tennis, we're doing so many things to where we're literally being pulled in so many different directions. And so with my daughter being an entrepreneur, it's just a blessing for her to actually search out for the more and actually bring this information back to us, our family, so that we can profit as well. And also help so many other families do the same. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to be going over some financial literacy, some information that you guys may not completely know about or completely understand. That's okay, because we're here to kind of calm that, to kind of give you some information so that you can decide how you can actually change the trajectory of your life. You see, I didn't have a poor financial situation. I was just living paycheck to paycheck. Okay. And throughout all those years of working, yes, I have 401k. Yes, I had stocks. I had so many other things, but my money was not multiplying. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we want to get right into it. And I thank Candy so very much for giving us this opportunity to even just come and give you guys some more information. This way, you're able to make a financial decision for you and your family as well. All right, so we're going to get right into it. Okay, so me and my daughter are a part of an investment group called Wealthy Empire. And we are family. It is just who we are. The we actually stands for we earn together, we learn together, and we love each other. So yes, we are a big family of like-minded individuals all going in the same direction within this financial market. Okay, so what I'm showing you right now is an actual four-way cash flow quadrant that has been shared with us from Robert Kiyosaki. I'm sure you all have been are familiar with him. He is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, and so what Robert is telling us is that there are 4 ways this whole cash flow works within the entire world. Okay, there are 4 ways that we can make money. And if you look on the lower left-hand side, it literally tells you that 95% make only 5% of the entire market. Okay. And so that would be 60% that actually work for someone else. And so what these people are doing, they're literally trading their time for money. Okay. That means that they're clocking in regardless if a person's lazy or if a person's working really hard. Whatever they're making at that job is what they're going to make at the end of the day. Okay. So it could be someone lazy working right next to you. If they're going to get paid $20 an hour, $25 an hour, you're going to get $25 an hour or whatever at the end of the day as well. Okay. And so that's 60% of people actually work for someone else. Okay. The next quadrant, the 35% work for themselves. Okay. These are our entrepreneurs, our barbers, our doctors, our nail techs. Okay. And so these people, they're actually heading towards, okay, I don't want to work for someone else, but they're also working. But get this, ladies, they are literally working. And if they don't work, they don't get paid. So that's kind of a, okay, well, I'm kind of have some freedom, but not in a sense, because if I don't work, I don't get paid. Okay. And then on the other side, on the right side, we have 5% of everyone that's in this market make only 95% of the market. Okay. So that would be our business owner. They make 95%, just as 5% of people. So the 4% business owner, those are the people that actually have other people they trade other people's time for money. So what they do is they pay other people so that they can have time freedom. Okay, so when you go to Chick-fil-A or you go to Starbucks, I love Starbucks. I love their medicine ball tea. I get it quite often, but I've never seen the owner of Starbucks serve me at there. Yet they never handed me my tea. So that basically is telling me is that, yeah, they're profiting because they've had other people they trade other people's time for their money. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to get the individuals up to a 1% mindset. And that mindset basically is where you want to get on the right side of money. You want to make sure that you have your money working for you. Okay. And this means that money doesn't get tired, money doesn't go to sleep. And while you're asleep, your money can still be multiplying. Okay, and so that is exactly what Wealthy Empire has been able to do within iMastery Academy. So what this is we've actually partnered with I Am Mastery Academy that actually gives us the opportunity to learn how to trade in the largest $7.3 trillion financial market. Now, I will have to tell you, the foreign exchange market is very, very different from stocks, okay? If you have stocks or you have a 401k account, you know that when your stocks are doing well, you're doing great. But if your stocks or your 401k goes down, you lose money. Okay. Well, the foreign exchange market is completely different from that. I'll give you a prime example. If you actually go to Mexico, just say you went out of the country and you have a US dollar. Okay. So with that US dollar, you literally have to convert that over to a Mexican peso. Okay, within the foreign exchange market, regardless if the US dollar is strong or if it's weak, you can actually sell or buy within this market, exchange it with another currency pair from another country, and you can profit on both ends. And that's what I love about the foreign exchange market. Within this market, we actually have hundreds upon hundreds of pre-recorded videos that teach you how to trade, how to actually pace the trade, who actually trades in the market. I used to work in the US bank. I used to work in this bank, and I never knew that in my savings account, when you sign on the dotted line and they give you that debit card for your checking and your savings, they're literally taking your money and investing in this bank. So if you know it or not, ladies, you're already participating in the foreign exchange market and you're getting a very, very small return on it within your savings account. A lot of people did not know that. Now, I worked in the bank and I did not know that because it's not one of those things where they just say, oh, by the way, you put in 100,000, I'll give you 13 cents. Or you put in, whatever that percentage is very, very small, but they are making millions upon millions on your money. And when I learned this, that was the game changer for me. And so that's how I decided, you know what? I want to get in the vehicle seat of my finances. And this Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy has allowed me to do just that because I know there's so many different type of people within this market. We have over 400 something thousand students learning within this market. And so it's a beautiful thing because now they can take their hard-earned money and they can go into this market and they can multiply it on their own. Okay, and the other market, this is our second market that we have. This is the digital currency market. And as you all know, there's so many places now that are taking payment for rent in some states. You can actually pay for your rent with Bitcoin, and it's becoming more and more popular. So our academy actually have it's been translated in over 120 countries in all of the major languages. That's for our Forex market as well as our digital currency market. So not only will you learn about Bitcoin, you'll learn about Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple. All of these names are, I'm telling you, it's happening right before our eyes. And I just said, you know what? I didn't want to be left behind. So yes, I actually took advantage and learned as much as I could about Bitcoin, because now we're able to make payments in Bitcoin. And so if there's a coin shortage, that is not by design. That is literally letting you know at some point everything's going to be digital. So we have the perfect opportunity. And what I love about our videos within our academy is they're broken down into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minute videos to where you actually learn at your own pace. But it's a beautiful thing because you don't have to feel like you're being forced to, get it all in one sitting. If you can actually dedicate 30 minutes to an hour, 3, 5 times a week, however much time you have to learn in this academy, you will be so much more knowledgeable, because the masses will learn about this. They're already doing it, but we're trying to get people ahead of the game, because this is exactly where we're going with the digital currency. All right, now this here is for our people who say, I just don't have a lot of time. Well, that's okay too, because we also have our High Frequency Mastery Academy. Now, HFX literally stands for High Frequency Forex. And when I tell you what some people would make in the foreign exchange market 2 or 3 days, you literally make it in minutes. What we call this is money in minutes. And when I say money in minutes, I literally mean that you can actually deposit within your broker account, make the money, and you can take it out within the same day. That's what I love about High Frequency Forex, because it's so different than 401k, IRA, CD. You actually are able to compound your account, or you can actually make money and you can pull it out. It's completely up to you. But this is what I mean when I say the vehicle. You choose the vehicle to your financial freedom. And that's what I love about High Frequency Forex, because you actually can make money whether you're buying or you're selling within all of these markets. And that's the beautiful part about it, is that you're in control. You decide how much you want to risk, and you already know how much you're risking when you're going into this trade. Okay, that is our High Frequency Forex, and we literally call it money in minutes. I love it. I love it because I am in and out of trades within minutes. And when I say minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's it. That's it. I love it. You can literally, what someone would take a month or a week to make, we make in minutes. All right, so I'm going to go to the next screen. Now, this has literally come out recently, and this is loved by so many people. They made it even better. Okay, so HFX is already fast enough. Now you can get this on your phone. You can actually it comes in like a text message, whether it's on an iPhone or an Android, it does not matter. You get this in as a message. So you're getting these swipes from our 7 and 8 figure educators that are literally telling you what trades that they're taking, and you're able to trade alongside them. Now, who wouldn't want a millionaire in their pocket when they're making financial decisions like this? This is the beautiful part about HFX swipes. It literally has been the game changer for so many people, whether you're sitting in, I actually traded in the passenger seat on a road trip, and I absolutely loved it. It was like, you know what, this can't be happening to me, but it was. And I was not only dreaming, I was living this dream, that it was literally happening at that moment. And yes, so within the first 14 hours, HFX swipes has gone 5-0, the first time that it has come out. That is the accuracy of our 6-7 figure educators. There's no need to go to YouTube. There's no need to learn from someone else when you have everything within the academy right at your fingertips. already been proven by people who have been trading in this market long before we have. And so that's the beautiful part about this, is that we are literally able to collapse time. Like we can get our time back. Like for me, this is so big because I didn't have the time that I needed, to spend as much as I could learning about these different markets and different ways to invest. I just did what was easy. I just did the 401k thing and I just did all these other things, but I didn't have the time to really research and really make decisions for my own financial future. So with HFX, Forex, and the digital currency, I have been able to do just that. And I am literally loving every part of that. Okay, so another thing that we have within our IM Mastery Academy, all of the things that you're learning within the academy, our 6, 7, 8-figure educators, they literally have apps that you can actually trade on your phone. This product here is called our Learn and Earn on the Go. How this works is you get easy to follow trade ideas from the market. They are sent straight to your phone. It's literally like a notification, and you stay connected and you never miss an opportunity to make a profit. And so that's the beautiful part of it, is that you can decide which one of these avenues you want to take. If you're a person on the go, that's completely fine. If you have kids and they're at practice, while they're practicing, you can literally be making money on the go. And so we do have so many different products, and our family loves it. Our investment group take advantage of all of these different opportunities. And we have so many people that have really just plugged in and have really just changed the trajectory of their own life. Okay. So here, this is where we discover easy to follow strategies through the powerful tools that simplify our training. Okay. So these, products here are actually put together from our educators. Again, they're very involved in this whole process. They are literally part of this academy because they want you to win. So they give you all the tools that you need to literally make sure that your trading journey is a success. And that is why Wealthy Empire has partnered with this platform, because we have everything at our fingertips. We not only have the education, we have go live interaction with our educators, and then we have products when we don't even want to get into the academy. That's completely fine. These products here allow you to trade on your own with trade ideas right on the screen. So it's a win-win situation, whether you make money or you make money. And these are the products that allows us to multiply our money that we already have. Okay, so here we do have access to over 100 full-time educators. This is where can actually go in and look at a full schedule from the morning all the way into the night, because they trade within different sessions. So it doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle you have. We have classes that literally are set up to work around whatever schedule you have. You can connect with them, you can talk to them, you can ask questions, you can learn, and they want you to succeed. So it's one of those things where you're in this academy, but you're not in here by yourself. You're actually paying to get in here, but you're not doing it by yourself. We're all one big family. We're all headed towards winning, and we want to make sure that everyone that connects with this academy is winning as well. And so here, what you're seeing now, ladies, is some of our testimonials from some of our investment group. I mean, literally within our Telegram chat, they have no problem telling you, because it's so exciting to see people's life change right before your eyes. And this is the best part about this opportunity, is the impact. Actually taking people from one level to another level of even just thinking different, letting them see that yes, you can. That is exactly what you're seeing on the screen now. And I'll go over a couple. 2 small credit cards paid off, no more credit card debt. I know what that feels like. It's a wonderful feeling. Withdraw and pay yourself today. Groceries paid for with 100 pips. Y'all, this is real life. I haven't been to work in over 2 months and haven't wanted for a thing because of Forex. I'm shook. Hey family, this is the first week I took my proper risk management extremely seriously, paid a bill and cashed out before Friday, plus had extra money to withdraw just to reinvest. Guess what, fam? I took my profits from last week and just finished paying off one of my credit cards. It's lit, okay? It's a beautiful feeling to see it hit zero balance. Financial freedom, here I come. That's freedom right there. Good morning. It's crazy how you can real life go to sleep and wake up to more money. I made in an hour what most people will have to work a double shift to make. I love it here. And so, what you see, family, these are real life stories. These are real life stories. And we just love the fact that you honestly are in a place where you can literally learn at your own pace, but know that there's so many people rooting for you. They're asking, making sure that you're on the road to financial freedom. And so the thing is that you may already know how to make money. You also may know how to save money. And I'm almost sure that we do. We know how to do those things. But I have to tell you, I did not know how to multiply my money the way that I've been doing it within the last year and a half. Okay. And with that, I've been able to visit more states that I've never been in. And it's just such a great feeling to actually even be able to just slow myself down to even smell the roses on this side of life. And I'm still at an age where I can still do it. And so that within itself is a blessing. That within itself is a blessing. So what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to call up my daughter Taylor, who actually introduced this opportunity to me. And I have to tell you that I am so honored to be learning alongside her, because I know that when she sees me working like I was working, that she did not like, no, this is crazy. We got to do something different. So while I was praying, she was preparing for entrepreneurship. And I'm so thankful to be in business with her. I'm so thankful that she is my mentor. And she has literally taken me from one mindset to just totally believing that yes, I can. And I can tell you a year and a half later that I can literally read charts. Ladies, I can read charts. Like it was like, wow, like it was just amazing. So because of her, yes, it has changed my life and so many other people. She has impacted hundreds upon hundreds of people with this opportunity and have literally led so many people to financial freedom. So without further ado, I want to introduce my lovely daughter Taylor to the stage. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much, Mom. I'm actually going to pass it over to Miss Candy. Before you go, Miss Candy, I definitely want to thank you as well. I appreciate you for allowing us to speak and allowing us to share this information. Hopefully, we already got some value up until this point. But I would love just to give it right back to you really quickly, Miss Candy, because I do want to provide a space in case anybody has any questions so far with what my mom went over. So I'm going to pass it to you.
All right, great. Thank you, Taylor. I'm excited, looking forward to hearing more great information from you as well. And so before we go into the next part, before Ms. Taylor comes up, does anyone have any questions? I am going to open the meeting so that you can unmute yourself, just for, to ask the question. We'll take one or two questions right before Ms. Taylor comes up because we don't want to keep you guys too long. So do we have any questions so far? And you are able to unmute yourself. All right. I guess we don't have any questions. I'm going to check the chats really quick, guys. I had one in the chat. Let me see what it was. I have to scroll up. Okay, so Miss Shawn, I have a question. How do you know which companies because I guess it's a lot of companies out there that are now doing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all your options. Sometimes it becomes information overload. So what would be your suggestion if a person says, where should I start? What product to invest in? Either Taylor or Miss Shawn, either one want to dive in. Take that
Yeah,
one question and
yeah,
then
I
we
don't
can go
mind
back
answering.
over.
Absolutely, Miss Candy. That's a great question. Because the truth is that there are so many different education platforms, and the best advice that I could give anybody is number one, actually being partnered with somebody who not only has results results, because a lot of people will tell you they have results, but what you want to know is how many results have they produced for other people. Because a lot of people can easily say, hey, I've made such and such, I've been able to do this. And so the best advice I could give you is to find somebody that has a system where multiple people are actually able to benefit, because that means that you could easily come in and you could actually be a part of that same exact system. But the truth is that there's so much value in the market in general. There's value, it's very lucrative. Investing is lucrative and has always been. And so when it comes down to a particular investment group or education platform, you want to know how many success stories has this platform created.
Okay, all right, and one more question, which is a question that I'm gonna ask, more so because I'm involved in trading. I'm interested in learning about finances. I'm reading this, I'm watching this, I'm doing it, I'm practicing, but we don't wanna assume that everyone is embracing it. It is digital currency is here, it's here to stay in whatever format that it takes off, it is here. So what do you say to those that may be watching the replay or maybe on here now that they have a fear about it? They don't understand, and fear usually comes from a lack of understanding, but they just don't know. It's almost like the elephant in the room. So what would be your suggestion to them if they're just fearful about the whole entire situation?
Yes, absolutely. That's a great question. And you're right. And what I would want to say to that person, just to give them some ease, is that we've been transitioning to this for some time. Think of it. A lot of things are digital now. You can go to certain airports where there are no employees. You can now place a DoorDash order, a food order from your phone, and it'll get delivered to you. You can get your groceries delivered. Majority of people, specifically with money, specifically with digital currency, they don't even use cash anymore. Majority of people use a debit card. When you really think about it, when you go check your account balance, it's usually, you're not going to the bank and counting your dollars out. You usually log onto an app or log onto your online banking. So we've been making this transition, this change for some time now. I think that a lot of the popularity that's going on surrounding it is because that change is about to become permanent. Like you said, it's here and it's here to stay. And it's going to become something much more universal and something much more central. And so I think that that's why it's so popular now. However, we've been actually navigating towards this for a very long time. Just a little bit of history is I would definitely tell everyone to take a look at what your dollar has ever been worth. You know, your dollar has never been worth a lot, to be quite honest. And so digital currency fixes a lot of the issues surrounding our currency, surrounding our physical dollar, our physical coins. And so that is why the transition is so important now. Even if you don't listen to anything that we say, I tell you to please do your research because it's already affecting you now. And in the next 1 to 2 years, it's going to be some significant changes. Like imagine, Miss Candy, going to a gas station and they say, we don't take your cash. We don't take your card. My brother just visited a gas station. He's in California. And he said he's going to go back and take a picture for me, but he said that they're not accepting cash right now. They accept Bitcoin and they accept Ethereum. That's all they accept. So that is just a preview of where our world is actually going. And so just to have that general education of it, I think is very, very important. And we resisted a lot of things. We resisted the internet. Okay, and now everybody is using the internet. There's tons of things that we resisted. We resisted Uber. We resisted Airbnb. And now these things are billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar industries. So just because people resist it, it's just like you said, you couldn't have said it any better, Miss Candy, from a lack of understanding. But as we continue to understand and educate ourselves, I believe that we will make better decisions when it comes down to actually being profitable in these markets, specifically in cryptocurrency. See, we didn't really get a chance to invest into the internet. We didn't get a chance to invest into Facebook. We didn't get a chance to invest into Instagram or Uber because we weren't in those meetings. Cryptocurrency, we're in those meetings. We can actually invest into something that's going to be worth billions, you can't even put a number on it in the next couple of years.
All right, awesome. So now I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay.
If you all have any more questions, put them in the chat and we will definitely try to address it in this window. And if anything that you need to know about later, I'll make sure that you all have their contact information as well. So take it away, Karen.
Thank you so much, Miss Candy, for that. I'm absolutely love the questions. They were amazing questions, and definitely continue to ask them. And I don't want to take too much of your time, ladies. I really just wanted to come up and really, number one, I want to say thank you to my mom. She's so perfectly explained this information. She couldn't have explained it any better. And to be honest, it's one of my greatest joys to be able to do this opportunity, to do this investing, generational wealth, financial freedom, all of this with my mom. I think that everyone on this call can agree that we can think of people that we love, people that we care about, that can benefit from living a financially free life. And so, like she said a year and a half ago when I saw this information, we didn't know anything about these markets. We were just like you. And we literally I didn't even know that this existed. Okay, I didn't even know that this existed. But when I actually saw the information that you guys saw tonight, it changed my life. And I'm gonna make it very, very simple for you. If you're working, if you have a job, whatever you make in a week, we can show you how to make that in a day. And what would you do with the rest of your time? That is the power of multiplying your money. Whatever you make in a day, we can show you how to make that in less than an hour. That is the power of multiplying money. See, you're not on this call because you don't know how to make money. You do know how to make money. The reason why you're on this call is because maybe you don't have a way to multiply your money. And that's where this education comes into place. Because I don't assume that everybody has a bad financial situation. But what would it be like if you went to sleep and you woke up with more money? What would it be like if you went on vacation and when you came back from vacation, you had more money? What would it look like when you got paid on Friday if you were able to take that check and double it? You were able to take that check and triple it. That's the power of multiplying your money. When you learn to multiply your money, that is where you can increase in financial freedom, time freedom, or both. That is the power of having access to education. And so that is literally what we actually go across all over the world traveling. That's what I've been doing for the past year and a half. And like Miss Candy said, I'm 26 years old. This is literally all I do. And as of 3 weeks ago, this is all that my mom does. So she was literally able to retire herself in literally a year. And I think that's phenomenal. And what it taught me is that retirement is not an age. Retirement is a dollar amount. Meaning that when you get to a specific dollar amount, you can then take control back. You can then take your life back. So what I want to do is I actually want to tell you what it actually looks like to get access to this platform. All right. And right now, this is very, very great news because right now we actually have a promotion going on where you can actually get started in our investment group. Right? In our investment group for $199. As you can see, as usually is $325, but you can get started with our most popular academy. You want to write this down. Is HFX. All right. This is the most popular academy that we have right now, simply because, like I said, people are making whatever they make in an hour in 1 to 2 minutes. That alone, you got to really think about that. That alone is very revolutionary. Right? That alone is very revolutionary. One of our investors, she has been trading with us over 2 months. She was able to make $20,000 in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, $20,000. There are some people who haven't even made that yet this year. And she's no special. She's not smarter. She doesn't have more money than you. She just simply has education. She has access to information that is teaching her what to do with the money that she has. She's also a mom. And when she made that 20K, she took it out of her trading account and she went on vacation. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have did the same exact thing. Okay, so I was so excited and so happy about that because like I said before when I was answering questions, it's about a system. So you don't wanna know how much me and my mom have been able to do. You might have been, okay, that's amazing, she was able to retire. But then I told you that it was one of our students that actually made $20,000 in 15 minutes. Right? So what I said was that you don't want to just know how much me and my mom are doing. You want to know how many other people are winning outside of us. That is the most important thing when it comes down to this. And what these students are able to do is they're able to literally get access to $1 million information. I have 17-year-olds in our investment group. They're literally withdrawing $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day from their cell phones. See, your cell phone might cost you $1,000, but can that cell phone pay you $1,000? Right? 17. When I was 17, I had to work literally a whole month and maybe a month and a half to make $1,000. Because of this information, we have 17-year-olds in our investment group literally withdrawing $1,000. Our youngest investor is 9 years old. 9. That's the youngest investor in our investment group. Our oldest investor is 73. So if you're in between the ages of 9 and 73, you can absolutely be profitable utilizing this education and information. All right. And the next thing I want to share with you is another stream of income. Is completely optional. You do not have to take advantage of this. All right. But this is one of the reasons why my mom was able to retire. This was one of the reasons why I'm even able to do a call like this, because in this particular academy, you actually have to be invited, meaning you can't just go Google it and go sign up. Somebody has to actually invite you. And so on the screen right now is you're going to see some of our leaders who invited their friends, their family, people in their community, people in their city. And what they did is they gave them an opportunity to make money, to multiply their money from their cell phones. So you're going to see people, all kinds of people on the screen, people who are students, people who are parents, people who are married, right? There's a 19-year-old on this screen. These people are literally impacting people all over the world with this information. And what they're doing is they're getting paid a residual income. You see, most millionaires have literally 5 to 7 streams of income. And at least one of those streams of income is residual. So why do I need a residual income, Taylor? Why do I need a residual income, Sean, Candy? Because you already have residual bills. Every 1st, 15th, 30th, or 31st, you're going to be getting a bill, whether it's the water bill, the light bill, the rent bill, the daycare bill. Imagine having an income that could take care of that before it even comes. See, the last 6 months of my life, can I be completely honest with you guys? The last 6 months of my life, my bills have been paid before the month even comes. That is the power of residual income. That is the power that you can get. So not only can you actually utilize the product, services, and mentorship that my mom went over, you can get paid to use the product, services, and mentorship. So as you can see in the top right-hand corner, my mom, she's a Platinum 5000. She gets paid an extra $5,000 a month outside of her trading income. And you know what's so beautiful? She can take that $5,000 a month. She can go invest it into crypto. She can go invest it into the HFX market because she has the education. See, the $5,000 a month sounds amazing. It sounds great. But imagine having the education to know what to do with that money. Imagine having the education to actually know how to multiply and grow that money. Right next to her, you'll see my gray flyer in the middle as Chairman 10. That's where you're making an extra $10,000 a month. That's base. See, regularly, a Chairman 10 average is gonna make $12,000 to $15,000 a month. I wanna be very honest with you, ladies. I didn't know this market existed. This was my first time ever even doing something like this. I didn't even know that this was possible. But what I did know is that there were 30 million people last year, 30 plus million people that were last year that filed for unemployment when quarantine happened. One thing that I do know is that 70% of people don't even have $1,000 in their bank account unless it's tax time or payday. So I didn't understand all this investing stuff, all these products and all these charts. I didn't understand all of that, but I knew that I wanted something different. I knew I got a degree. I knew I actually had a good job, but I knew that I was just over broke. I was just above water. So what I had to do is I had to realize that I know how to make money, I know how to save money, but I don't know how to multiply it. I don't have a way to get that money multiplied for me. So when I saw this information that you guys saw tonight, and I saw people making thousands of dollars in a couple of hours, I saw people making hundreds of dollars in a couple of minutes, I had to get educated on it. Because the truth of the matter is the only difference between you and anybody on this screen is just that they have access. The only difference between you and anybody on this screen is just that they have education. And so literally, I am honestly just so excited and definitely so grateful and thankful that you guys took time out tonight to actually hear from us. I would screenshot this screen if you can, just so that you can stay in contact. Even if you don't think that you want to join our investment group now, you can follow us on social media and you can follow the success. We talk about what we do each and every single day. Right? And it was absolutely the least that I could do, simply because somebody shared the information with me a year and a half ago. See, a year and a half ago, I literally was in the worst financial situation of my life. I was leaving a physically abusive relationship. All of the accounts were in his name, and I literally fell on my butt. And then guess what? This opportunity fell in my lap, and I shared it with my family. Now my entire family knows how to multiply and grow their money. Now my dad is telling me I'm ready to retire now. Wow, because like I said, it's a dollar amount, it's not an age. And so what this opportunity did is it gave my family a real chance at financial freedom. We're not geniuses. We're not mathematicians. We are not even rich and wealthy before this opportunity. Okay. We simply knew that we wanted something different. And we simply knew that there was a part of the equation that was left out. And so what we did is we actually learned the education. We learned about this investing knowledge, because what my mom said was that only 1% of people actually invest. Why do you think that, when investing is the most powerful way to make money? Why do more people work jobs and exchange their time for money when that's not even the most powerful way? When there's always going to be a ceiling to how much money that you can make. The reason why only 1% of people take advantage of it is because most people don't even know where to start. They don't even know where to get the education. And hopefully tonight you got some value from either me or my mom, so that you can actually understand and know where to get that information, so that you can actually take advantage of the most powerful way to make money. So what I want to do is I want to hand it back to Miss Candy. I appreciate you. I thank you for allowing us to speak on your platform. And I look forward to each and every single last one of you literally either joining our investment group or following us along on this journey to success. So I'm gonna pass it right back to you, Miss Candy.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Shawn. Thank you, Taylor. We have definitely learned some things tonight. We at least got our minds to working, our wheels to turning, and we have been presented with an opportunity. So one of the questions I do have, there's a question in the chat, but before I get to the question, I want to make sure that everyone on here and anyone watching the replay, that you go to our foundation website, the aklegacyfoundation.org. And there you can find more classes that are upcoming. If you need more education, more training, you have other questions, you can reach out to us. And that is what we would do. We would partner you with people such as Ms. Shawn and Ms. Taylor that will give you the education, that will guide you in the right direction, at least to give you the option, the information, so that you can make the decision that's best for you and your family. Now, one of the things, it's just so exciting. I just want to let you and Ms. Shawn know that I am so proud that you are a mother and daughter duo. Oftentimes we see the path, separating, and at the end of the road, there's a meetup. But it is so great, and I am so happy to see that you and your daughter, mom and daughter, are working together. So this is kind of a sidebar question before we get to our finance question that we have in the chat. Here's my question: how is it working with family? We hear the stories, we hear the horror stories, but I want to hear just one, because we're doing professional development as well. How is it working with family? And then we'll take the question from the chat.
Mom, you can take this question, and I'll take it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when you're saying how it's working with the whole family trading, is that what you're referring to? I just want to make sure I answer correctly.
Family in general, working with the family as far as in trade and finances. When you talk about money and family working together, this is interesting.
Okay, so basically what I did is actually when Taylor introduced this information to me, sometimes when you try to give this information to other people, it's met with some resistance. But again, it's all because they just don't know. And so what I did is I just took a step back, because I'm super excited. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, and your family's kind of like, whoa, slow down here. What are you doing? So what I decided to do was to educate myself. So when they did have questions, that I would be able to properly answer those questions. And then, it was just one of those things where when people overhear the actual Wealthy Empire, we have our own trainings as well as, our investors being within I Am Academy. So we have our own trainings. We do mastery mindset. We do so many things with personal development. We do audiobooks. So there's so many things going on. And if you're playing it on a speaker or whatever, other people are listening, not even realize that it's also, they're getting that information in as well. And so just over time, it just becomes one of those, so what does that mean? It's just the questions, because it's just that some people just don't know. And so I was always, just believe, you learn the information, and at some point, your family does come around. And it was just, I'm telling you, it was like a hallelujah moment when my husband was like, I want to learn that. And we were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. But it was the greatest thing, because some people just need to see you succeed, before they start believing. And so we just wanted to be a prime example that, hey, we're going to plug in. we're going to learn. And, everything that Taylor was teaching me, I was able to share with others. And so that it just kind of organically grew from that.
That's awesome. It's awesome. And I can certainly identify those aha moments, those hallelujah moments, those yes moments when the family come around. Nothing is, even though I know I can speak for both of us, our family support us. We could say we're going to the moon to sell ice cream. They're going to be trying to help us do it. But it's another thing when they're getting in the airplane with us. And so I certainly can identify with that. So we're going to take the question from the chat. Ms. Leah asks, what makes this education platform different from the other opportunities?
Yes, that's a great question. I would love to answer that. What makes this education platform different is it's the #1 education platform. So there are many platforms, and I would say that's because of how successful our education platform has been. And this isn't by theory or, this is by fact, like documented. It's the #1 education platform. So that's what makes it different. It has over 400,000 plus students. So aside from just me and my family and the people in the US, it's over 400,000 people actually actively trading and investing. And it's in over 121 plus countries. So it is not just US based, it is all over the world, translated in all major languages. So that alone, let's be honest, you're not going to get 400,000 plus people to do anything unless it's actually working, unless it's profitable. And so that's what makes this platform different. It is also, there's a lot of legal aspects to it as well, because we are quite literally trading with banks and governments. And so our education platform in particular does not have the same issues or problems that a lot of other education platforms have, simply because of our relationship with the FTC and how we actually do business and how we run business. And so that's very important to note, because just because somebody is educating, it doesn't mean that they're ethical, and it doesn't mean that it's always legal either. And I know that might sound crazy, but that's why we have white collar crimes. And so our education platform protects everyone from that, simply because of the guidelines that are in place. And so that's very important to know, because this is, I like to call it like big boy investing. Okay, so these things are very important when it comes down to different regulations and guidelines. We're very, very compliant with the FTC and different things like that. And so I would definitely say the credibility of the company, as well as the success rate of the company, as well as numerous articles. We've been featured in Forbes. We've been featured in all of the top build home business from home, different collections and catalogs and all those different types of things. And so that is one of the reasons why I actually joined the education platform. So that's why I wanted to answer it, simply because I was one of the people that was a little bit confused when it came down to it. But upon doing my research, I was pleasantly pleased to actually find out all these different types of things. That's a great question.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this industry, period. And so I guess my question is, Wealthy Empire is the name of your group, but what's the name of the actual company, or is the name of the actual company Wealthy Empire?
No, Wealthy Empire is the name of our investment group, and then the company,
Okay.
I Am Mastery Academy. So
Can you say that again?
I, like I, and then M as in Mary, and then Mastery Academy.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then with that, that's the big buzz. And like you said, a lot of things are changing. It's like, so you're saying the advantage of being part of your particular group is that you all purposely try to help everyone make money from it.
Yes. So the benefit of being with an investment group, because you can learn all of this, YouTube, Google. You don't have to be a part of an investment group to learn these type of things. You can literally Google crypto, Google Forex. The benefit of an investment group is that it kind of streamlines all of the hiccups that you might have and the challenges that you might have learning from scratch. And so for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it Miss Leah? I was trying to make money. Okay. I was not trying to be a professional, no educator. I'm just trying to make some extra money over here. Okay. So I didn't need to go through the 2 or 3 years that it takes to actually learn and master. I was more so interested in, they said I can make money in my first 24 hours. Let's do that. You get me? Because if I go through YouTube, if I go through Google, I don't even know if these people are credible. I don't even know if what I'm learning is correct. And so a lot of people, they become a little bit hesitant when it comes down to investing into their education. But, to be honest, cheap is expensive, meaning that you are probably going to lose more money than me also by actually going to Google, going to all of that. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. I just always ask people, what is your goal? Because if your goal is to make money, do it with an investment group, do it with education. If your goal is to actually become an educator, create your own strategies, create your own thing, then yes, have at it. Go Google and YouTube it out. But majority of people, with everything that you already have going on, they usually don't have time for that. So, but that's a really great question as well. I get that question a lot.
And last one, I promise.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
You're probably gonna ask something somebody else wants to do anyway.
I don't understand what type of platform it is, because I did hear you say that people were cashing out, and I don't understand that piece of it.
Okay, so it's an education platform. So what we do is we educate people on how to trade. We don't make money on anybody's trades. We don't have any connection to your trading account, nothing like that. It's almost like going to a trade school. Like, let's say I learned how to be a barber. They taught me how to be a barber, and then I go out and I go barber myself. That's exactly what it's an education platform. So we teach people how to actually multiply and grow their money. Now, our particular investment group, we have a whole different system, meaning that we use the products and services, but we have trainings of our own. We have one-on-ones of our own. We just use these products and this system to allow people to be profitable. But it's an education platform. It's just like enrolling into a school, but this would be like an investing school.
I'm sorry, I did lie. Where do you go to do the actual investing? So this is school. Check. Where do you go to do the investing?
Yeah, so you actually invest on a broker account. So during our orientation, we help you set up your broker accounts. And basically, it's very simple. You deposit, you make money, and then you can withdraw. You can deposit daily, you can withdraw daily. But we will set you up with a broker account. Great questions. Great questions.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, ladies. Everything was clearly understood, and I just really thank you for tonight.
Of course.
Miss Shawn, you want to add something?
Oh yeah, I think Miss Leah was probably referring to what Taylor just went over, when they're able to cash out. That's literally how it works. Through the broker account, it's kind of like a checking account. It's an actual with a broker institution where you literally can make your deposit, go in the market, go on with their go live sessions, make money, and you decide if you want to compound that account or if you want to withdraw. So those are the two options that you do have. And I think that's what Ms. Leah was referring to when she said you cash out. Yeah, it's different. You have to go through a lot of loopholes to withdraw from your 401k. This is not that. This is not that.
Well, I am sure that we can't answer all the questions tonight. And so I look forward to you all coming back. Perhaps if we can possibly get you guys to commit to once a quarter, trying to maybe get the next quarter, get you guys to come back. We're going to do some more education between now and then of course, share it and let it get out there. And then that's going to open up the door for more questions, more opportunities. And so I'm asking everyone to go and follow them on Instagram, get plugged in. If you have more questions, if you're ready to move forward, if it's something that you're interested in, make sure, Ms. Taylor, if you could put your contact slide back up there again one more time for us. Because I was trying to take a picture of it and you took it down too fast. You got to work with us. All of us aren't 20 something years old. We got to figure out how to unlock the phone, how to find the camera, kind of work with us a little bit.
I got you.
All right. So I got that information. So if you all take a picture of that, and I want to thank you ladies for taking time out of your schedule. And I want to thank all of our guests for being here live. It is a late hour, but guess what? It's never too late to learn. And so I'm super excited to see how we're going to apply our knowledge and how we're going to do our research, and then look forward to sharing some testimonies with you guys in the near future. So if any final words before I close us out?
No, thank you for having us. It was actually a pleasure. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. And I gotta order Taylor's book.
Yeah.
Dear
Yeah.
God, I got a bunch of Dear God. I'm like, Lord, how, why? I said, I gotta read it and figure out what was this letter about. So don't forget to order her book, Dear God, and share it. This would be a great gift for a young lady. Miss Shawn did tell me a little bit about it, and I said I'm going to buy this book for my daughter. But I do want to read it too. So awesome, awesome. Once again, thank you guys, and tell Ralph I said hi.
You you tell Jay the same.
Have a great rest of your night.
Y'all have a good night.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.